known Mike Lee for a long time. He's a great man. He's very brilliant. To sum up a story, a week ago I got a call from a neighbor that said, hey, one of our neighbors is stuck in Kathmandu after the earthquake. It was 9 o'clock at night in Utah. Mike Lee was on the East Coast. I called him at 11 p.m. By 4 a.m., this couple was out of Kathmandu when no one could get out. So Mike Lee loves our state. He serves us well. He's our United States Senator, Mike Lee.
Hello. I just got back from Washington, D.C. less than 48 hours ago. And as I look out across this vast expanse here, I have to say it's great to be back in the United States of America. You know, we live in a wonderful country. It's an amazing country. It's a country that's unlike any that's ever existed in the history of the world. Connie Smith, happy birthday. Everyone there, by the way, wave to everyone. Everybody wave to Connie Smith and tell her happy birthday. She's a good friend of mine. The United States of America is unique among nations in the sense that this is the kind of place where you can be born into poverty and understand that if you work hard and play by the rules, you can retire comfortably one day. We're great as Americans not because of who we are. We're great because of what we do. Freedom, of course, as Ronald Reagan said, isn't passed to us in the bloodstream. We can't pass it on to subsequent generations. We have to fight for it every single day. It's a choice. It's something we choose to do. It's something we choose to embrace. And so every day as we see assaults to our liberty, as we see a government that deems it appropriate to monitor your cell phone usage, who you're calling, when you're calling them, who's calling you, how long you talk. When you see a government that makes you work 3 or 4 or 5 months out of every year just to pay your taxes, every time you see something like this, you have to remember that freedom is a choice. It's a choice that we have to make. It's time for us to step up our game from time to time and to stand up against a government. Just as our forefathers did a couple of centuries ago, when they stood against a national government based in London that taxed our people too much, regulated them oppressively, was so far from the people that it was slow to respond to their needs. We made clear that the men and women of what would later become the United States of America were meant to live in freedom and would never tolerate tyranny. And so, there are too many in Washington who would have you believe that our best days are behind us, that we just have to come to accept the slow economic growth that we've got today, that we have to come to accept a government that's oppressive. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to accept that. It's time to expect more. So don't settle for trillion-dollar deficits. Expect balanced budgets. Don't settle for a government that projects weakness abroad and overbearance at home. Expect a government that will aggressively vindicate the interests of the American people through the authorities outlined in the United States Constitution. Don't settle for a president who wants to make law with a pen and a cell phone. Expect Congress to do its job and to defend your freedoms. Don't settle for a government that will unleash a super predator like the wolf on you and tell you that local governments can have no control over that. Expect your officials, state and local and federal, to respect the right of the American people to make their decisions at the most local level possible. It's time, my fellow Americans, to expect more, and it's time to expect freedom. Thank you very much.